Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Stash Spot, episode 50. We be, sorry we don't be as consistent as usual, but, we're still doing a thing.
50 episodes is crazy. I didn't even know y'all was
tomorrow,
this far into it.
Tomorrow, Marley's 100th episode.
Damn.
Yeah, we're doing that shit down at Daily Bread in Pittsburgh.
What's that? That's like a food spot?
Nah, it's clothing. Half of, you know Refresh Pittsburgh?
No.
It's like a shoe store and shit down there.
Oh, yeah.
Part of their shop, Sean owns it all or is partnered with the guy that owns it all, but part of their shop is strictly for like Daily Bread, his clothing line.
Mm. That shit's hard.
If we go there,
man, fuck
if
you.
we pull up tomorrow,
like,
if we pull up tomorrow and
chat
them
start
11s are
talking
still
shit.
there, I'm buying them.
Yeah,
I'm buying them.
that's the plan.
That's the plan. I need another pair of shoes. I've been thinking about that lately.
Nigga said that nigga in the blue hoodie and black pants.
Nah, though, they're Wolf Grays. They
The
Yeah,
Wolf
they
Grays.
only want like 150 for them.
Yeah, they weren't in bad condition at all for being 150 used.
Yeah, that's why I might get them.
You find a pair of 11s, Wolf Gray 11s on eBay for 150 used.
Beat the hell them back.
You're gonna have to buy a brand new pair for some fucking donor parts.
Yeah.
Man, resellers ruin shoes, bro.
Resellers ruin everything, bro.
Being someone that collects shoes with Once Upon a Time, the idea of reselling, 100% we ruin shoes.
I mean, no,
That's
you
why
have
I quit
shoes.
collecting shoes.
I just want an all black pair of fours, bro, and niggas want like $1,200 for them.
Bro,
Yeah,
I just want a
crazy.
pair
Why the
of
fuck
like,
would I
The
pay
black
that?
cats.
I just want
trying
the
to get black cats,
original-
You're crazy.
I want the original bread fours.
You
Like,
gotta get.
not necessarily like OG back when Jordan was wearing
You
them.
just
I
want the
just mean
leather
like,
ones.
no, the
Oh,
non-leather
you want the
ones. The
suede
new
ones.
buck, the good
The
new buck
suede, yeah.
bread fours. I'm not paying $600 for a pair, $700 for a pair. I'm
Hell no.
not.
I think
I don't
my
give a fuck how much
my
bread I got.
2012 Chicago ones. If I were to buy them on eBay right now, I think I'd have to pay like 900.
Yeah, stupid
like
prices.
like 800, 900.
That shit's dumb. I'm not doing that.
Better resell them bitches, man.
I want to see if the price goes up because like I keep checking and
It won't. Niggas don't even like Mike no more.
ain't it crazy? I think about
He
that
said
every
they
now
like
and
Michael
then. Like
B. Jordan
niggas don't hype up like Jordan's like our generation did.
You need Lambins now. Now you need
That's because his
Lambins.
reputation been going down. He don't
like
really,
you,
he
real
never
shit.
really
You
wanted
definitely
black
need
people
a
to
pair
wear
of
them
like
shits.
$1,100 Lambins, even to like have any skin in the game. Like,
Yeah, probably the cheapest retail shoe you could buy, and like still be fashionable would maybe like certain.
Prada. I say like
No,
Prada.
Bapestas. You can still get Bapestas for a
Bapestas
good
are, like-
price. But yeah, I was gonna say like some. Yeah,
I feel like it gotta be
some
like the
models
collab
of
ones,
Jordan.
though. Like it gotta be like the Supreme 5s or like the Jordan, or
Yeah.
like the Dior ones or some shit. Like,
4s and 12s, bro. Those are my favorite Jordans.
see,
12s are ass.
6s and 1s are
12s
mine.
ass, bro.
It's 1s, 3s, 5s, 4s, 11.
Yeah,
6s and 1s, those are mine.
and 14s in a certain colorways.
Yeah.
You mean like Ferraris or Masters?
I've never like even had or wore a pair of 14s. There's a lot of Jordans that like I had ones.
Hell yeah.
They made for, I think they made for fashion.
I think
Yeah.
I fuck
Yes.
with threes probably the most out of all.
Yeah,
Jordans. I
my
probably
my
fuck with
threes. I don't even remember what colorway mine are called, but My threes are super comfortable.
You got like the citrus threes or something.
I love
Nah,
fives,
they're called
but they're
something
bulky.
gray. It's
Oh,
not
that's
cool.
wolf gray.
Yeah, it's either wolf gray or cool
That's
gray.
the
I
wolf
can't
gray.
remember. I just fuck with it because I like the gray, orange, and red combo.
Yeah.
Them joints are tough.
See, I love 11s. I think
fuck
11s are
with
like
11s.
the
Yeah, I
perfect
fuck
shoe.
with
You
11s.
can
See,
ball in them.
I've never.
You could wear them to a wedding if you.
That's
got the
why I
right
want to
colorway.
get those 11s. That's why I want to get them because they'll be my first pair of 11s I've ever had. I've had 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s.
I had a few pair of 11s.
Yo, appreciate you for tuning in, my boy.
That nigga Leo. What'd he say?
Yo,
Is that family?
Yeah, I've had 1 through 6s. I've had 10s. I've had 12s. And that's it.
I've had all the way up to 14s except for 2s because 2s are just fucking god awful.
Because when I was in,
I fuck with twos.
I fuck with 2s.
No, the
I
only-
fuck with twos.
The only pair of 2s that have ever looked good were the Dawn Sea Pebble Beaches.
No, them black and red. Them black and red Jones that
I
I
like the
told you
white
at
and
I
orange.
just think the silhouette
ones
looks
the white and
terrible.
green
bro.
ones.
No.
The silhouette just looks terrible.
Twos
the
are
Dawn
tough. You
Seas
just gotta
made it
have,
with
like-
the quilted looking pattern. It gave it a little bit better pizzazz.
You being another like super skinny nigga Cam, you fucked with 2s because of how they felt like on the feet,
This nigga
right?
said being another super skinny nigga.
You're a super skinny nigga. That's what I'm like.
as if I'm not 140.
You're not-
foot.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with it. It's like
I like the support that they had on my
What is
leg. You know what I mean?
I've
The
never
2s.
even saw a pair of
I know.
twos
I never
in
had a
person.
pair of twos. I
I
never
thought
had
you
a
said
pair.
you had a
like,
pair.
This is,
Nah.
I had 2 pair of 2s.
No, you know,
I had
a
the
pair of shoes that I want, bro.
I had the all black ones with like the red around them.
You gotta have them now.
but like,
You gotta have
so those look.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
They don't.
yeah.
Those
But
look
I fuck
like,
with
Low key,
them
I feel
ones.
like
the
I feel
rest
like
of these
low
ones,
2s
them
are like
shits look
baby
black.
shower
I ain't
But
even
look,
gonna lie.
shoes type shit.
Tell me those don't look like a shoe that once upon a time you could have bought at Kmart.
No, that's a fact, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just.
But that's
give
how it
off
is
that-
with the NEJ after like 14 too. Once you get the
now look
15s and
at
all them other
these.
shits.
Nah, 16.
Those. The
16
Dawn
is
Seas
still
made
better.
it look.
I'm not
I remember
gonna
when
lie,
the
bro.
30s
Yeah.
came
You know
out.
what
I
mean?
fuck
Like,
with the
you
way
get
the 30s
quilted
look.
pattern,
I don't even
sets
know
it
what
off a little
2s
better.
look like. I don't
Those
know
are
what
the only
anything
twos I
past
get.
like a
Yeah,
13
I like
look
the quilted leather or like the whatever you call that.
After the 16, probably, I ain't gonna lie.
It goes super downhill.
It's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you get them 16s right now, you good.
Now they're sock zip up shoes and fucking
Them dropped last year. but I missed
Yeah,
them.
Jordan's trying to be like Balenciaga.
Twice.
like they put out the XX2s and the XX3s. Like, bro, you're doing too much now.
Real shit.
We looking like lifeguard jackets.
Yeah, you remember when
That's all like-
James Harden,
Ain't nobody want
James Harden had the pair that fucking zipped up all the way up to here.
Oh hell no.
I ain't with it.
I was like, who asked you to make that shoe?
Only place I ever saw them Jones was on 2K.
If you was Jay Collette, I feel like you got to have them, like everything that drop, like number wise, you got to get. You feel me? Like that's the collector though. Like you a real collector, you got to have every number.
Type
But
shit.
I feel like a retro collect with 1 through 23 probably like will make you valid for real.
Niggas just be trying to get enough to make a shoe clock.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that's what we used to do.
I
I
was
wanted
cool with
1 through
stopping at
14. If
Yeah.
I'd have got one pair of 1 through 14, I'd have been cool.
Yeah, that's all we cared about. Swear, we had 1 through 14. Well, I never had a pair of twos.
That's
that was
it.
it.
Same here. Skip the twos.
Yeah, I
1
never had a
through
pair of
14.
twos.
I never had 7s, 8s, 9s, 11s, or 13s or 14s.
Surprisingly,
I ain't got nothing after 14.
for looking like
Oh,
a
man.
fucking boot, 9s were comfortable.
I
Yeah,
fucked with 9s.
9s were
I fuck with
comfortable as
9s.
shit
I
for
fuck
looking
with
like a
9s.
work boot.
Yeah.
I fuck with 9s.
Crazy.
I like.
look just wild. I love the way 8s look with the fucking
Yeah,
cross
I want.
strapping.
That's the.
There was
That's
a
the
couple
pair.
of 8s I could fuck with though.
I've wanted the Bugs Bunny
Bunnies,
8s.
but not,
yeah,
but not the white bugs. The
No,
black.
No,
I
I
red.
fucked with the white ones.
Yeah, I wanted
fucked
the
with
white
white
Bugs
ones.
Bunny.
I fucked with the black ones too, but I fucked with the white ones.
I feel like the white Bugs Bunny with that red and gray camo on the side.
Yeah.
I feel like that just looks so much better.
I fucked with the Aquas.
The Aquas were tough, but
I had a
everybody
pair
had
that
them. They
traded
were like
them,
the chromes.
instantly. See, I
Like that was just the most
had the
popular
Aquas,
8.
traded them for the chromes.
Yeah, you see, like
Yeah, we had the chrome 8s too. Facts.
I forget what they were. The 7s. I can't remember what they were called. It was the white 7s, and they had like the Coogee sweater pattern on the side.
No, those were the hairs.
Yeah, the
or
Jordan
yes,
hairs.
sweat.
Yeah.
Well,
No, the sweaters.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
sweaters.
Ashton had a pair of the
same,
sweaters.
The same
yeah.
colorway was in the sixes as the hairs.
Yeah, facts. Nah, there was a pair of Hair 7s too though. The Hair 7s were just like a dirty. Yeah, it was just like a dirty white, like an off-white color.
They the white with the orange and green.
Yeah.
Like they really the Bugs Bunny and the Hair 7's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ended up
He
getting
got
lucky.
that spot. Jesse got them shit.
I ended up getting lucky and getting the fucking Bugs Bunny ones when they only dropped
Yeah,
one
I remember
time.
you showed me them bitches.
I need another pair of the laser ones, bro. I fucked with
The
them
laser
shits.
5s.
Nah, the
Laser
ones.
4s.
They had
I
the
remember
4s,
laser
bro.
fives.
Bro.
The laser 5s
not gonna
were
li-
tough.
You got that.
Them 4s was tough as fuck.
Yeah, I had a
When
pair
y'all
of
had
bitches.
them Jones, bro, I was sick.
I remember I had the
I
white
had the ones, and I
cements.
was like, yeah, these Jones is decent. But I saw y'all's 4s, and I was like, yeah, I fucked up.
Them was my shit.
we still ain't-
I got them income tax
This
hit,
nigga
and
Maul,
everybody,
yeah.
everybody got a pair of shoes. What the fuck he
He
said?
said soft ass crew.
Stop that shit, boy.
Who said that?
Mod.
Mod, you're not as tough as you think, nigga. You don't want to wrestle. Look, everybody else scared, nigga.
Nah,
you
that-
don't want
I-
to wrestle, nigga.
That was
you
I
don't want
looked
to
over
wrestle,
'cause
nigga.
out of all the words you could have chose, you said wrestle. Like
Come on now.
Super random question, but would you want to cut hair today?
Can't wrestle.
I'm fried, bro. We're about to get more fried. I don't even think that's a good idea. Tell him, who is it? Tell him I could cut him tomorrow, probably. We gotta do this on that gotta be scheduled.
Yes, but
That's how I be.
I ain't
No
trying to be too
walk-ins.
fried and then
Hey,
fuck
shit.
somebody up.
no walk-ins.
And that used to be my problem when I used to be cutting niggas. I used to be smoking and shit. Niggas would pull up, roll up. I'm smoking, they smoking.
That's an after
We
the
fried.
fact thing. Like I wouldn't
Now
want
I'm
to
sitting here
smoke.
cutting their hair like, yeah, that shit look hard.
My
What
cousin
this
that be
nigga
doing
came
tattoos.
cat to y'all niggas, bro.
Why
He used
would
to
I
cut my
be
hair
the
while
one
he
to
was
even
smoking.
ask that?
Come
My
on.
cousin
I'm
that be
cool
doing
with it. I'll
tattoos,
get to
bro.
work for you, but-
He'll stop and be like, "You got a pen on you, bro?" And I lie. I'll be like, "Nah, I ain't got it on me." I'll be like, "Finish the tat." In my head, I'm like, "Nigga, finish my tattoo before you start getting
Nah,
fried,
nigga.
bro."
Nah, this nigga Cam used to be mid-cut
Bro
smoking
said?
weed.
Sandy,
Ganger. That was
sandy
saying.
cheeks.
Come on, man.
What's up with this weed, dude?
Yeah, let's.
I got all
let's
the
show
gas
him what
tapped
it's
in, bro.
what's up with it. This is
Ma, don't fake coma and then run, bro,
This
when I
is,
bug up, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie,
Frank's
he's gone,
Candy
bro.
from the Bustem Down Boys,
Yo,
coming out
I'm
of
flatulent as hell, bro.
I believe South Sac.
Flatulent.
Yeah, bro. This morning on the way to work,
I
you
knew what you
farted
was
in the
talking
car
about. I
and didn't
just
even
was
have the
confused why
decency
you
to
chose
put the
that
window
word.
down, nothing.
Oh
and
my
like
God.
for like, I'm gonna
Nigga
say
improved his
35,
vocab.
40 seconds,
You
I just
Dutch
held
oven
my breath.
You Dutch oven my cuz.
Bro, I'm just driving, holding my breath like motherfucker.
Nigga, I don't know what niggas want me to do, bro. Hey,
Roll the window. Last time you was like, bro, I ain't even gonna do that to you, and I appreciated that. I respected that. Fuck you.
bro, I was tired. So when I farted, nigga, I was just like, nigga, I'm not.
That shit just
I'm
smells so
tired.
good.
It does
I was
smell
trying
good
to
as hell.
sleep.
I be calling my
This is
coworker.
easily, like one of the best.
We'll be in the work,
smells
man. My
that I've had
coworker
in
will
a
fire. I'll be like,
while.
"You shitty
Tight.
bitch."
Tight.
You don't need it.
Come on, man.
I'm just gonna.
This nigga.
Nigga got his whole schnoz in that motherfucker.
You need
He
it.
smelled that bitch like it was a breath of fresh
You
air.
need it.
Bro, this shit smell like tape, bro. I gotta take it out the bag. Swear. Yeah, that's that.
That's that.
That's them. That's the real smelling salts.
That's that, you know what I mean?
I forgot Jesse was white. I was
Come
about
on, damn.
Man, that,
Why you
yo,
putting it
what
in
is
there?
going
He's
on
about
with
to
that?
grab the pack off you upside down.
Yo.
He's like, here, give me it.
These niggas,
Dog, I was trying to cup the corner, bro, and he kept moving
Yeah.
it.
they just had the weed
Bro, I'm
pack.
telling you.
They just had the weed pack on a gyroscope. It's I think it rolled like behind you type shit.
Nah, bro.
Am
Oh, and I just put my arm in a spider mansion. What the fuck?
Spider Mansion over with.
Get him out of here.
Probably under his chair.
No, I watched
It
it
went
bounce
this way.
like
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Way under there. Knock down.
Yeah, we had a man down for a sec.
Bro, I probably got a spider on my back somewhere. Oh, Kizzy. Who's on there?
Nigga saying
He said
farted.
not farted. Yes, bro. Dude, tooted.
Tooted and
Nah, I don't toot, nigga. That's some kid shit.
Tooting is crazy.
Yo, I seen this video the other day. This is kind of this is off topic, but yeah, y'all been seeing all this shit that like females find niggas doing sassy. Where
Yeah,
was it?
bro. I be seeing niggas make whole list on
Yeah,
TikTok,
bro. I see. That's the one I'm talking about. Like the whole list. Like I wish I could think of some of the shit that they were saying, cause some of them was crazy. Like I think they said paying with Apple Pay. Like
Real shit.
Like
Niggas can't do shit, bro.
niggas can't do
Bro,
nothing.
Yeah, I've
bro.
always been confused. Like, I'm not on either side of this conversation because I could care less what like
Not allowed to
another
drink nothing but hard
person
liquor.
does outside of women, male, whatever. I don't care what another person does. I find it crazy that like if we said women having jobs, that's masculine.
Dead
Women
ass.
doing this, that's masculine.
Niggas would
Women
flip
wanting
tables
to
over
learn how to work on a
Yeah.
car, that's
I'm
masculine.
not
We
fucking
look
with
like
no bitch that
fucking
ain't getting no job. I don't
But
care.
but no. But I'm just saying, like, if we like some women want to be their own handyman or whatever, that's
I'm
cool.
glad
I'm
you-
saying do whatever you
Cam,
want
I'm
to do.
glad
But
you
if we
said
were
it.
to say that's a masculine trait, we'd be looking at it as bigots. But women
Type
can
shit.
say we do sassy shit, and it's just
Women
we
can
do sassy
women
shit.
just
Yeah.
get to live.
I remember
shit.
my girl told me, she was
I
like,
seen a nigga post to say niggas die every day. When are some bitches gonna start dying?
that's crazy. that
That
Okay.
nigga's wild.
that nigga, yeah, he's a danger.
He wants to watch the world burn.
But no, I see. Damn, San, how you comment nothing?
That nigga just hit the space bar.
Real shit. But fucking, I think one of them it said FaceTiming. It said two niggas FaceTiming each other sassy.
No, y'all seen the trend on fucking TikTok right now? A girl's telling their man to fucking FaceTime their friends and tell them good night. Niggas been calling that shit sassy, but the girls is making the niggas do that shit.
My
though.
man's
Nah, it's what you
my
doing if I
man's
call
T-
you like 10 o'clock at night, like, yo, good night, bro.
Nah, look, my man's T did call me the other night too. He told me randomly. Nigga
Like real
called me.
shit. Like as my dog, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, love, like good night. But like,
As soon as you hang
Hell
up
no.
the
Nigga,
phone,
what
you're
the
looking
fuck
at the
are you
old
talking
lady
yeah,
like,
I'm looking at
what the
yeah,
fuck
I'm
was
gonna get off
that
the phone
about?
and be like, yo, what the fuck is
My
this
first
nigga-
thought is
like
what the
when
fuck
we get,
just
when we
happened
get here.
or what's about to happen to you.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna be like, you good?
I'm like, all right, gang.
Like
Yeah, you
no,
good?
that's really
Everything
what I'm gonna do.
alright?
I'm gonna text you.
Look.
I'm gonna be cool with you just cause I'm scared. You know what I mean? But like I'm gonna text you once you hang up and be like, yo, you good? Like is everything all right?
I might have to tell the old lady like we better put him on watch.
Yeah,
Like,
we need to
he's a-
have somebody outside his crib.
Yeah, nah. My cuz just called me the other night and shit talking about some, yo, bro. I'm like, what up with you? He like, fuck you doing? I'm like, shit, I'm playing 2K. He like, all right, I was just calling to tell you good night, bro. And I'm like, bro, there's a grown ass man, bro. Bro, my bitch is slipping right next to me. She don't even tell me good night, nigga. Don't call me talking about no good night, nigga. Like, what you on, bro?
That's fair. Like
He looking
that's
at me
fair.
like, bro, I can't tell my niggas good night. He like, I'm like, I mean, nah, like you can say whatever you want, but like, nigga, don't you ain't gotta call me with that shit. He said, all right, bro, I gotta call the rest of my niggas and tell them good night. I'm like, this nigga.
I feel like a text is
Yeah.
even crazier.
Like, good night.
I feel like getting a text rather than a call would be even crazier. Like you
If
just
a
text,
nigga text me and say good night,
like
bro,
out the blue. I'm gonna be like, nigga, what?
I'm blocking you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, bro. I'll holler at you.
Nah. Nah, I think Jesse got the right idea here. I think I'm blocking niggas.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
blocking
if you text
I'm
me,
giving
I'm
you
blocking
2 or
you.
3 days, and,
And-
then I'll unblock you.
And
that
then
way, when
knowing
you
my
get in
girl
touch
too,
with
What
like
did
you're
we
not about to
learn?
have my girl
Yeah, I'm
thinking
gonna
I'm
be like,
on
don't ever
no
say that shit.
weird
Like,
ass
what
geeky
did we
ass
learn?
shit. You text my phone talking about good night, bro. Hell no.
Yeah, when I unblock you and you finally can reach me and you ask what the fuck been going on, I'm
Nah,
like,
don't
what
text me that at all.
Told
Like,
me good night.
a
whatever.
call, I'm gonna joke with you about it. I'm gonna crack a couple jokes. A text, nah, you just made me mad.
Yeah.
You gonna be like, all right, my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
Nah.
don't know how to. I ain't thinking all that.
Tell you.
My old lady gonna fuck around and think I got someone's number saved
feel
under
me?
someone
That's
You
what I'm
else.
saying.
feel me? That's why
That's
I'm
that
worried.
shit.
Like, I'm
Nigga,
like,
She'll be
nah,
like, nah,
it's over
call
with.
it.
Some geeky
It's
Call
over
it
with.
right now.
I'm not gonna have that. I ain't gonna.
Cause like,
But I am gonna be like, damn, bro, why you got me saying good night and shit? You feel me? Like, but I ain't.
He's gonna say good night. I'm gonna say, fuck is you talking about?
He said, you been drinking the tap water, bro? They turned the frogs gay.
they got that fluoride,
That's
bro.
just how you probably look at it. Like some people, etiquette different. He might be a good night type person. I'm
Nah.
He
good-
said, I kiss all
Yo,
the homies good
you might have
night.
did something right there. You good night saying type of looking ass nigga.
Good night, ass nigga.
Yeah, you the type of nigga tell another nigga good night. Like,
Yeah.
Same as good night, you think about it, it's just different. The etiquette different. I'm just like, all right, my nigga. That's good.
Yeah,
night.
bro.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like,
simplified
bro just
version.
might not have the same manner. He might be like, good night, bro.
Nah, I got a white boy who's white to a T. He not gonna look at me and say good night.
Yeah,
bro.
imagine.
Nah, matter of fact,
Yeah, bro.
matter of fact, now that I'm thinking, hey yo, Sin, hey yo, Sin, is what we calling his white bread gonna say good night? Is he just gonna be like, all right, bro?
Yeah, bro. I wish I had any.
What you
I
think?
wish any of the card night niggas was in here, bro.
Yeah, nah, I think he gonna be like, all right, bro, good night, bro.
Just imagine if from now on we're getting ready to leave the house or getting ready to leave the studio, and instead of dapping everyone up, I just start giving out hugs. Like, all right, my man. I see
Nah,
you
hell
walk."
nah.
That's some crazy work.
Hell
That's
no.
some crazy
They
work.
literally have a good night, bro. Think about it. You feel me?
To
You like,
your point,
alright,
to
you-
your point, when we dap up,
Alright, my nigga. Off the rip. Your white hump. Alright, bro. Have a good night, bro. Off the rip. That's just how they rock. You feel me?
I could, I know what you're.
don't know.
Yeah, I understand what you're
but I hear
saying.
it all the time. Like, they definitely be on it. That's what they
Tight.
be on.
Yeah, I definitely
You know
understand
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying now with that, and I would accept that if it was like, if we're leaving the studio, and like we're all getting in our cars, and it's like, all right, bro, good night.
Yeah.
I can get that. If you call or text me,
yeah.
and I'm already home, and say
Yeah.
it, that's like, bro, you went out of your
to
way
what-
to
to
fucking
your-
tell me good
Yeah.
night.
To your point,
Yeah, nah, that's
to
crazy.
your point about like what you were saying.
That
about,
was the
like,
whole thing. That was the whole point of
Yeah,
it
it's like
anyway.
you're
Like,
just
I feel like
randomly
that's what
hitting
makes it weird.
people
Cause yeah,
up.
like we was just bouncing out of here and y'all was like, all right, bro, good night, bro. Like
Yeah,
that shit wouldn't be weird.
Yeah, that's just
but
an ending.
nigga, if you wait
Yeah,
till
exactly.
I leave here and you call me like, yo, bro, good night.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
already
nigga,
home.
I don't need. You're
You
not
hear
even gonna
me?
see me tomorrow.
You're in the party.
That's the
with,
last night.
You're in the party with
Okay.
Sam playing 2K. You're in the party with Sam playing 2K. You're like, Sam's like, all right, bro, I'm getting off. I'll holler at you. Good night. What's your response?
I'm gonna say, all right.
Exactly.
All right.
Nah, I'm gonna say,
All
all
right.
right.
Because like I was really all right.
That
That
niggas really be like,
Yeah.
everybody don't say you feel
But
me?
that's
Everybody don't
different
be
though.
like
There's
that.
something going on. Like I said, I think the point of it was probably like, yeah, like
I just
niggas be
feel
that like that's what makes the phone call weird anyway. Cause like my man just called me out the blue. I ain't
Yeah.
talked to him in like 2
Well, I
weeks.
understand,
He just
but-
called me out the blue.
I mean,
like
a late night call. You're
10:30.
either
Just
either
10:30.
something's weird
Good
or
night,
something's
bro.
going
Just to
on
fuck
type
with him,
shit.
I get passive aggressive.
And
I'll
no,
be like, no,
he's
you
3
have a
hours
good
behind
night.
me because he lives in Cali, so he knew what time to call. He called me
Oh,
at
so he-
7 over there.
Yeah, this
he
nigga
wasn't
called
even
you.
going to sleep. Actually, now that I think about it,
This nigga was cutting grass.
he wasn't even going to sleep
Good
yet.
shit.
He called me talking about good night. Yeah,
This nigga
that was
over
out your
there
way.
eating dinner, calling you, talk about good night.
Cause I
Real
ain't
shit.
gonna lie, even if I'm like, I'm leaving the aunties and shit. I might be like, y'all have a good night now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like when I'm pulling off on the aunties.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what
type
I'm saying?
shit.
Like, they over there. I'm about to dip. I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like? Y'all
If
feel
I'm
me?
at- if I'm-
Feel me?
if I'm
Like,
somewhere-
that's a fact.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? But
If I'm somewhere and I'm the first person to
that's a
leave,
proper closing.
y'all people have. I'm like, y'all have a good night. Like I'm out. Like
y'all, you might be like, y'all have a good night.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, proper closing
You know what
to
I'm
an
saying?
interaction.
I feel like have a good night and good night, bro, are two different things. Like
Nah, not even. But you know what I do think would be weird is if, like, and say I got up and left and I individually dapped everybody up like, good night, bro.
Oh yeah,
Good
that's
night,
weird.
bro.
Yeah, that's
Good
weird.
night, bro. Good night,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm
Like that, like
dapping
that would make it
everybody up.
weird. But if I looked at niggas and said, all right, dap niggas up like good night, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just bounced out, niggas just. Be
That's
like,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
bro.
Like
mean,
you,
all right.
like it's like when you're playing the game, you're like, all right, y'all niggas have a good night. Like say you're like the first nigga to
What's
leave.
Sam say on there?
He said, in my opinion, he said the PS party. He said the PlayStation party ain't that bad, in my opinion. Saying like good night, like in a party.
Yeah, nah. I don't think like if niggas was getting off like all right, good
Like
night,
especially
bro.
like think about it.
Yeah,
It's your
it
man's
depends
that
on
live.
how you word
It's your
it.
man's that moved away, like
Type
far
shit.
away. It's like all right, bro.
It ain't even
like,
really that, bro. It ain't even really that. It's just the fact that like it's a conversation going
It's the-
on.
Like you
right
say,
there.
it's the etiquette, bro.
Yeah.
It's the etiquette.
It's so many different types.
That damn near a
They
group
might
gathering.
Not be sweet though, but they might not be on it.
If it's an individual, if you're telling an individual have a good night,
Say good night. You feel me?
Yeah,
That
there's
shit
respect.
might be- you feel, everybody different. With, you know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at shit.
Yeah,
though. You
I-
can tell when a motherfucker sweet. They come up with the same like sweet. Bro, that man.
Yeah, nah, that's a
You
fact.
shouldn't even be conversating with him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how this shit go, bro. Like,
Yeah, I think most of the time it wouldn't be about what someone says. It's how, why, and when.
yeah, it's
You
the
know what I mean?
circumstance.
Yeah.
It's the matter of circumstance.
It's more situational than
That's
it
how
is
everything
like
is, though, bro.
what
For
the
sure
word
it is.
was.
so
Like,
don't put yourself in no circumstance.
Yeah, like if we're walking down a fucking alley and it's some white dude that don't know nothing about nothing, he's gonna get scared. Like if it's the middle of the night, fucking like. But if it's like somebody from town and it's just an alley to that person. You know what I mean? Like
I don't give a fuck where I'm at. If I walk past a group of people,
it's just a group of people. You know what I mean?
nah.
Like
nah.
I mean, nah, always be on P, but like
shit.
always be on P. But like I'm not. You're not.
said-
You're
He
not.
said, "You see those
nervous of
6
them, you know what I
college
mean?
girls
You're not
over there?
nervous.
They're
I'm
gonna
just
jump
like,
us."
Yeah, you're cautious. That's that's the best word to use is
who
cautious.
the fuck are y'all?
Yeah, you gotta be. You just kind of gotta be like,
Tell when you see a group, you know you can tighten
oh
up.
yeah, you know when niggas are on bullshit. That's just like an
You know when
instinctual
them boys
feeling.
Coming, man, you like, who that? That shit make you say, who that? That when you know, goddamn, tighten up. You feel? But you can tell when some people just mind their business. There might be a group of drunks or a group of whatever. You feel? Like flunks, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be hit different.
I ain't calling no grown man and saying good night though.
Hell no.
Nah, don't ever call another nigga and be like, just good night, bro.
Fuck,
Doing that, like, I don't know I can't really say what a man shouldn't be doing. You know?
Good night and I love you are two things. If someone just randomly texts me, bro, I'm gonna think there's something wrong with you.
Nah, if you
if it's a
take
female,
Nah, I'm just talking about like as a nigga coming from a nigga.
Yeah.
Goodbye and I love you, bro. Randomly,
No, if you
that's
text
gonna
me
put me in
goodbye
the
out
mood.
of nowhere,
like, what
I'm
the
scared.
fuck's going on? What the fuck's going
I ain't gonna
on?
lie, you text. Nah, I ain't even gonna say
Yeah.
that. I ain't even gonna say that.
if you text me goodbye out of nowhere, I'm calling you and being like, yo, what's going on? Like, what do you?
Like Cam, if
I
you
ain't gonna
randomly
look.
texted me one
All I'm
night, like,
saying
bro,
is,
I
like,
love
if
you,
niggas-
I'd be like, nigga,
if
what the
niggas,
fuck
I'm
is
not
going on?
saying like niggas should be suicide or not like that, and I'm not saying like if you are then kill yourself, but I'm saying like nigga, if you are baiting niggas into thinking you're gonna kill yourself and you don't,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
beating your ass for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Real shit.
If
like,
you're
my
fra-
man's texting me like goodbye,
Yeah.
nigga, it's over.
If you're
I'm
killing
killing
myself,
myself.
yeah.
And we ain't at your funeral next week, bro. I'm beating the fuck out you, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm beating the fuck out you for that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And that's the worst place to do it is on the fucking
Bro,
internet, bro.
I niggas said crash out on the internet, and now everybody thinks they're a crash out, bro. That shit drives me crazy.
Literally go out there like, man.
Cause like you'll be like, you'll see a video, nigga about to be like, nigga be on there like, I'm about to crash out, bro, and then run up in the store and be like, shut up, and then that's the video. Like, come on, like nah, like go to jail, like
this nigga Caleb.
Like, am I wrong though? Like, think about how many times you done seen a streamer say, I'm about to crash out, and then they're just arguing with a nigga. Like,
I'll be saying no motherfuckers do some stupid ass.
now, yeah, there are some crash outs. There are some real
yeah,
crash
there's
dummies.
always the underlier.
Yeah,
there's
there
always
are-
the
yeah.
underlier.
Some of them boys really do be crashing.
Yeah, there are some real deal crash
Smart enough
dummies.
to know, like, I'm just getting content. They can watch it anyway.
There's a difference between being an idiot and getting clickbait. Like,
Some motherfuckers really stupid or get really crazy with go crazy.
Hmm.
And really go and do you like what the
There's
fuck?
a-
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a YouTuber.
viral, you got to
There's a
take your
YouTuber.
chance.
He's like a YouTuber
When some
slash
dude starts shitting in
streamer.
his hand and throwing it at you. But
No,
you
I
realize
I promise all that crash out shit started from
Oh,
do it
yeah.
for the vine, bro.
Pete
That
Bim,
shit had
there's
niggas
a,
doing
I think he's a
stupid
YouTuber
shit.
and a streamer. His name's like Vitali
Yeah,
or something.
Vitali.
Bro, he's over in like a different country in jail for like 27 years because like he actually like freaked the fuck out on somebody and like fought him and shit and didn't understand that like, yo, you're a foreigner and just broke their laws. Like, you're in jail, cuz.
That's
Wasn't there a whole trend of just kids stealing shit from their schools?
Yeah,
Someone took a whole fucking projector screen, bro.
I remember that.
Like, how the fuck did you even get that home? Like,
Shit be weird though, like, cause now it's like, you know, like back then it would be different shit. Like now, right? It's like shit literally would be a trend. Like somebody would do a video.
Everything's a
30
slap
people
on the
would do
wrist
the
now.
same Video,
Yep.
you feel me? Like,
Yeah, and the
like,
consequences
that'd be
are
a
always a
way-
slap on the wrist.
we need to bring back giving kids ass whippings.
Bring
I
back
think
bullying.
I think that would 100% straighten out a
Nigga,
lot
the kids
of
that get
people's-
ass whoopings just ain't doing this shit. But everybody ain't gonna beat their kids' ass.
you trying to hand me the
No,
ashtray?
but I'm
you
just
done got
saying.
your ass whooped, beat
Yeah.
your kid.
Yeah,
Somebody
real
see my-
It's damn near-
Real shit.
It's
lot of
damn near
niggas-
against the law to get beat.
I know,
I think
but
that's crazy.
I think that might be why
Kids-
some generations.
You been a smack your
Yeah,
son,
I think
him
it's
and his friends
crazy.
jump
Like,
you.
it's damn near illegal to
Real
whoop
shit.
your
But that's
kid
why
now,
I think
bro.
some generations don't have that like understanding that certain things are fucking
Cause shit,
They
I
don't.
used to get my eye
Ooh, boy.
That shit put fear in you, not to
Closed
fuck.
hands. Closed
But,
hands.
Kids will really try your ass, nigga. Like,
Yeah, I always
No
knew
cap,
in my head. I always
That's the
knew
thing. Kid
there was
look at
that
you and be
point,
like, no.
I'm gonna get
But
fucked
no,
up if I keep
I-
going.
Nigga, my
Like,
grandma stomped me out when I was like 10, bro.
yeah. Oh, yo.
Like, stomp me
who
out.
didn't play,
Yeah,
bro?
real ass
My
whipping
grandma
time.
Nigga,
didn't
I was
play,
being a
bro.
little asshole running from her. I ran beside the couch and laid on the floor. Her ass stomped me out.
My raised and my grandma did not play, and my dad was like, nah,
Yeah.
nigga. He was like, you got teen in your age. I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
For
Or at
real
least you
shit.
hope not.
Like,
But that one, even with now this time, cause now you don't even know. Like, say you with your kid, they might be recording.
Yeah. Or they might go to school the next day and talking about.
So now it's
My
like,
dad
man,
just punched on
yeah,
me.
bro.
That shit, what? Especially out in public, like what you do in your house, you know that's your privacy. Like you allowed it. You know them your kids. You want to
Yeah.
you know, but when you doing it out in public,
Shit,
man,
back
like,
then you
feel
get beat in the middle of the Kmart aisle.
Hell, that's why
Somebody
I
else's
always
kid.
even talk just to not even do shit out in
Yeah,
public,
let
like,
them see
especially,
one
like,
tear
the
come
type of
out
shit.
your eye.
Real shit.
I gave you something to cry about.
Yeah,
My
Oh,
grandma-
fuck, here we go.
Listen, my grandma fuck around.
My
beat
dad used to
somebody
beat
else's
me and then
kid.
tell me
Like,
My dad used to beat me, send me to my room, hear me crying, and say that shit.
Nah,
Nigga,
gonna
you
get
already
your
gave
ass
me a
whooping.
reason.
That's because you
You
used to be in
already
your
gave
room
me
like,
a
I
reason.
fucking hate you. No, I'm chilling.
I'd be like, oh, you
No,
was one
I
of
just
them?
I was never like that. I just used to do stupid shit. Like I caught the bathroom on fire when I was a kid,
Come on, man.
See, I was one of them.
and then locked the door and closed it so they couldn't get in there.
And
My
then
dad had to
he's
kick that
leaving
shit
out
in.
the part where this nigga just went downstairs after that and just sat on the couch like he didn't just. I mean,
Oh
set
yeah,
the
I'm
bathroom
fucking
on
you
fire.
up. You're
He
getting
literally,
fucked up,
he
bro.
literally went upstairs.
If I was
went in the
Cam, I was
bathroom,
fucking you up. Like,
Caught the bathroom on fire, came downstairs, nigga, and just sat on the couch.
as a big brother,
bro.
you should have beat.
I ain't live with him. That was at his granny's crib.
Yeah.
I ain't live with
I
him.
went in the bathroom, bro. I was playing with a paper towel, and I burnt the paper towel in the
Uh-uh.
sink, and it fell, and it caught the curtain on fire.
See, I grew up.
I locked the door, closed it, and just went downstairs.
I grew up in a family where if you was if I was in trouble with my mom or with my
You'd
dad,
got choke
I was in
slammed
trouble
through the
with
coffee table,
everybody.
bruh.
You know, it didn't matter who I went
Bro,
to.
like
I was in
wasn't
trouble.
bad.
I
I
was
just
on
used to do
punishment.
dumb shit.
It'd have become WCW Starcade in there. Motherfuckers would have been going nuts.
My dad used to hit me with the buckle.
Bro, I
Shit.
tried to
Real
impress the
shit.
neighbor girl one time and caught her scarecrow on fire. And then once it went out, I hid it under the porch, but the
Nigga
porch
live in
was smoking.
Kansas.
And I got my ass whipped for that.
I've lived in
bad.
I've lived in Pennsylvania my entire life. Ain't ever seen a scarecrow. Not
It was
one.
Halloween time. We had like a pole in the middle of our yard. They
Alright.
used to put a
This nigga
scarecrow
was
up.
thinking he just seen a scarecrow on a random Tuesday. in
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
December.
thinking his
Yeah.
neighbor had a
Walking down,
scarecrow. I'm like,
scarecrow.
nigga. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nigga. As far as I've known, you've lived in the middle of Uniontown like my whole life.
Yeah, nah, in the trailer park.
Nigga,
Yeah, I thought I was being
niggas
real
got
cool.
a scarecrow
It was
on
so dumb.
Union Street.
Burnt my hand and got my ass whipped in the same day. It was fucked up. Yeah, yeah,
I remember-
guaranteed.
Man,
You gotta get that ass.
Dead ass.
I remember I broke a Christmas.
I
shit
ain't never
builds
get fucked
character.
up for doing no shit I wasn't supposed to be doing though, cause we was like never getting caught for that shit. I don't know. I was always a little bit smarter, but I used to get my ass whooped because I used to be the nigga that was always talking back. Like,
Yeah, I was
you
that
say
too.
something, and I'll be like,
That was me
nah,
and my
that ain't what
dad's
happened. That I was quick to be like that. Like, they'll be like, that's because this little nigga was something, and I'll be sitting there like, nah, that's not what I did.
Mhm.
And then niggas be like, what you say? And then I'll be like, I said that's not what I did. Now I'm
See,
punched
like-
in my mouth and all type of shit.
Nah,
Now I'm
my
in school
pops-
tomorrow, like,
Nah, my pops was like a ninja. He was the one that would always catch me doing shit. My mom, she was the one that was like, if I said something, I said something back. It was like, nah, like that's not like. It was like when I got in trouble in school and shit. She'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" I'd be like, "Nah." I'd be like, "You're just believing them." Not whap.
That's-
I knew my ass was grass one time in the school. I knew they was fed up with me because I used to be talking to them niggas crazy too. This is what happened, right? My man's had baited me into punching on this nigga at breakfast, bro. He gonna tell me this nigga was talking about my mom, bro. And then my white boy gonna look at me and say, bro, literally first time I ever heard this nigga say some shit like this, bro. He looked at me and said, nah, he was talking about your mom, Kim. You better fuck that nigga up. And he said it just like that, nigga. And when he said that, bro, it was just like, nigga,
Put a
I gotta
battery in
fuck
your
him
back.
up. Yeah, it was like, I gotta fuck him up. So I ain't even give cuz the chance to tell me that he didn't say that or none of that. I just start punching on him in the breakfast, bro. He was sitting down eating. I really snuck him for real. Like, no funny. But, nigga, I was like,
D1 instigator.
bro, I was like 12, 13, bro.
Prestige, bro.
Punched him all up. The principal come grab me, bro. He trying to get me off. I'm screaming, don't fucking touch me, nigga. Bro, all this other shit, bro. He get me down to the office. He called my gran, bro. My gran work overnights at the hospital. So to wake her up at this time, you like, come on, man.
Curtain.
He called my gran, bro. Mind you, it's breakfast, my nigga. I ain't been to school an hour. Like, you feel me? Nigga, he called my gran. He tell her on the phone, yeah, he's up here saying, fuck this and fuck that. And he said it just like that, too. That was the first time I heard my principal cuss. He said, fuck this and fuck that and all this other shit. He's like, and we just want you to know, like, he keeps getting in trouble up here. Any punishment, they're like, we're about to bring him home right now. Any punishment you want to give him whenever he gets home is fine with us. I said, oh, y'all know she's about to whoop my ass, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
No cap, that nigga gave me a personal escort to the crib, bro.
That's when,
Took me home, woke my grandma up. She was still in her nightgown, bro. She's just looking at me, bro. It was like 9 a.m. She was just looking at me. I was like, no.
That's when the school would call and ask my parents after I did some fucked up shit if it was okay for them to beat my ass. Because the back end with
Yeah,
the
they used to
principal.
Damn, you're that old,
Yes,
bro?
fuck,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Fuck.
Back then with your
I'm not
parents'
gonna lie, I got
consent-
beat by a teacher before.
Yeah, with your parents'
She was
consent,
related
the
to my
principal could
grandma.
whip
She
your
called my
ass.
grandma and said, "Can I beat him?" And she said, "Yes."
No.
She said,
Oh,
"Yes."
that's
bro.
different. That's
Crazy.
different.
I was about to be like, hey,
They
you
used
could have
to-
pressed charges. Like,
They
you
used
could have
to
got
fuck
some bread.
around.
Nah,
They used
she
to fuck
related
around and
to
tell
me.
the
I could've-
principal no. Not because they didn't want me beat, because
Yeah.
they was gonna whip my ass when I got home.
Right.
Like, God
Yeah,
damn.
see, one time my brother was in school and she used to be in there acting up and shit. My big brother and she used to be in there acting up and shit. And they kept calling home about this nigga acting up, bro. And they let my aunt come up there and whoop this nigga's ass in the bathroom. Fired him up, bro. He was crying, she was crying. I was just sitting there. I see my
Yeah,
aunt
I
walking
could've-
down the hallway with a belt in her hands, crying. I'm like, I'm trying to hug her. She like, go back to class.
I couldn't imagine how, like, as a parent, how embarrassing that is. That your kid's acting up like that crazy that you gotta come to school,
Yeah.
whip his ass, and then leave. Like,
Real shit though.
All right, so everybody's initial reactions to Frank's candy.
I'm high and
She
it
was-
tastes good.
yeah, that shit was slight decent.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him like that stutter's definitely a 14.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say I'm gonna give that a smooth 14 out of 15 for the initial.
Yeah,
I'm there with y'all. 13, 5, 14.
yeah.
Y'all measure up to 15.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you don't know.
Because you
Shit,
can
I
find
give it a
some good
smooth
like
Yeah.
you can find some good like
14.25.
indoor za.
He said 14 too fast.
Now he sound like me in the early episode.
Yeah, come on now.
Like,
Hey,
you can
bro,
find
that's-
some
What makes
za that
the
hits
what
a
makes the
10.
2.5
What makes it half
It
of
would
a
be a
half?
little bit better than
a
14.
quarter? What makes it a quarter, bro?
A little bit better than 14.
But
But not,
what makes it that? Like, what about the
Yo,
weed
he's
makes it that?
explaining what a what a
Yeah.
quarter is
Yeah,
to
like,
you.
nah,
Like,
you feel me? He's that fried. It got to be a 15. If you're,
said it's
if
not
you're sitting here,
quite half.
That's
I'm
15
asking
for
him a
him.
question and he's literally answering the question instead of what I'm asking him. Like,
He said, "What's?"
He said it's not
he said,
quite
what's
half,
making
but
it?
it's not really
Yeah.
none.
He said,
Real
"What's
shit.
making it a
a
point
little bit
25?
more than he said a little bit more than 14, a little bit less than 14 and a half. Like,
real
He
shit.
said, so if you have nothing in your hands and you put almost half of something,
No.
this nigga, yeah.
It's like if you got half of something in your hand and someone takes half of that. Like, if you got 4 peanuts in your hand
Went back
and the
to
nigga
third
come
grade
take
math.
2 peanuts,
What about the weed makes it a 14.25?
Bro, just the highness. That's just
but
where
why
it's
not
at.
a 14.5? You know, why not just the...
Yeah.
'Cause
Why
I'm
not
not
just a
14 and a half
14.2?
high.
even then,
Or
what makes it a
14.25
point
high.
2? Like you feel me?
He's a robot, bro.
He's acoustic.
Real
Acoustic
shit.
is
Damn.
crazy. I
Yeah,
don't play the guitar.
That was
so
a,
happy
that was
he
a
has
me
not
response.
been around for the early
That was-
episodes.
Oh yeah, we gotta get this nigga on like one of the episodes where we go like 3-4 packs deep.
Oh, fuck no.
Niggas in here.
I don't want to
fat.
be that high.
Nah, That's episodes where my head's like down at like the seam, like where the.
Yeah.
Make my head
Whenever you
hurt.
can't see Caleb on camera no more, that's when you know niggas is too high.
I've been real shit. I'll be sitting like this, bro. Like,
Okay.
ooh,
All right.
let's get
Well-
the fuck out of here.
No.
I think I'm about to get a neck tat.
You said that
You already
before.
have a
Talk
neck
about
tat.
neck tats,
Yeah,
face
like a
tats.
hole in the knee. Oh shit, I do got this joint right here. I forgot about that.
I'll be forgetting
I
about the
don't
one on
see
my back.
it. Yeah, nigga,
That's
I
what I was
don't
gonna
see
say. I'll
it.
be forgetting about the one on my back.
You laugh. You're a
Man, you
freaky
really
ass
dig at
nigga to
your
get a
girls.
back tattoo.
It's not it's just on my shoulder. Like it's literally just a
That's it.
shoulder piece. I got one right here too.
That's not what he was looking for.
I ain't getting no chest tat yet. I gotta
It ain't-
gain some
it
weight.
ain't that
Definitely got
bad.
my girl's name tatted.
It only hurts when you
I'm a
get
real
like
nigga.
right here and no
Nigga
dirt,
scared.
no
I'm a
divvy.
real
Like when you
nigga.
get close to your nipple,
Weird shit.
like your collar and your nipple. Like that's where it hurts the worst when you're getting a
No,
chest
I heard
tat.
it fucks up the tattoo if you gain weight after.
Man,
It
shit-
depends
that
where.
shit don't
In
matter,
your
man.
opinion or in general?
I mean, that's it. Like in my for me, that's where it hurt the worst. But I heard
I've
that
been
in
tattooed.
in consensus, that's what
Right.
I've heard.
Say, I've been tattooed like
At like right here, like right by my like collarbone and like right by my nipple, like right like on like the lower part of like my pec.
Tender.
It was
Tender
a
ass nigga.
it was like a heart. It's like
nigga
an
chicken
actual
tender.
heart with like a music recorder. I think I got a pic.
You ain't get your girl's name tatted yet?
Nah.
Come on,
He's
bro, you
not
got
getting
to.
her name tatted.
Nah, you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in too, bro.
Bro, I don't got nothing to lock in with.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta find you some little shit. You might as well just crash out with the bitches. Just
No,
find
it's,
you a joint,
Hold on.
make her get your name tatted, and then get hers tatted, but then get it covered up.
Yo, this nigga.
I need to get some new shit
This
too.
nigga's evil.
No,
I ain't doing no shit like
I
that.
got my favorite girl tatted on me. I'm okay.
Type. Now I'm gonna get my daughter's name right here.
That's the joint on
my
my chest.
face. I'm gonna get it right here. My pop said don't do that shit.
Yeah, it's
told
like
him,
yeah. I mean, it
"Fuck, man,
takes
I'm gonna
up
be
like
rich, nigga.
basically my whole pec.
He talking
I've
about what if
gained
you
weight
find
and
a way to
muscle,
land
so
a
it's like-
corporate job. I don't want
Yeah,
no
I'm-
fucking corporate job.
I got these on my arm, but I gotta get it. I gotta get it filled in.
I'm trying to be my own boss.
I'm trying to basically. I'm just
Real
doing like a
shit,
patchwork
I
sleeve
mean-
type shit.
And if I do, nigga, they shouldn't be.
No, I gotta
discriminating,
finish
nigga.
it.
This my daughter's name on my face, nigga.
True that.
Man, they shouldn't be discriminating. Fuck, nigga.
That's what I always thought was like we're getting to a day and age where like almost everybody has tattoos now
Okay.
to some extent.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no doctors soon, bro. When these old niggas die, man,
Real
no,
shit.
ain't gonna be no doctors in this bitch.
I wouldn't say that because like there's a.
Nah,
I mean,
there's
to
gonna
be
be
fair,
doctors.
Niggas
There's
gonna be
not
a lot of
gonna be
Doctors
nurses,
is gonna be
bro.
on TikTok like, and this is how you remove POV. You remove the heart today.
Yeah,
that's how the doctors is
Yeah.
gonna be, nigga.
I
in 10
mean,
years.
shit.
Live stream.
Think about it, but like, think about it.
No cap.
You're in the trades, but think about.
Man, they already.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah, but some of those
Think about it, Cam.
some of those
You're in the trades.
ethnicities
I'm
are
a-
like
you're a painter,
generationalized into
I'm a
that
plumber.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
though I don't. That.
I won't be doing that though.
But I'm saying like the saying that like
Bro, I'm gonna be rich, bro.
I mean I'm hoping to be rich too. I don't want to be a plumber forever, but like. But even then, I feel like the trades aren't necessarily dying. There's you feel like I'm not even saying it like in a political sense. Like I'm saying it in the aspect of like as many kids as we know that like we grew up with or were watching grow up or then like are a couple years older than us. We see them on social media trying to be this or TikTok trying to be that or YouTube trying to be whatever. I know a lot of niggas that are just out here being like regular like white collar people like, oh, I just work for an insurance company or I just work for like
I do too.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like as many people as we know on that
What
one
happened
side
if
of
that
the
doctor
scale,
was sick?
he knows what to do. Type shit. It's the same thing of like when you buy, say you get rich, you buy a crib, you don't like the way a room looks. You can change the way that room looks. You know all the intricacies of painting.
But
the
what
same
I'm
way,
saying is, all right, say painting is, and not too many people.
it's like a
paint.
rare commodity.
All right,
Like,
I break both my hands. Somehow, something happens to me. I break both my hands. Nigga, nobody's gonna paint my shit.
I mean,
This what
even
I'm
then,
saying. It's
there's-
like,
I feel
we're
like
low
there-
on people.
Yeah.
8 doctors ain't gonna take care of the whole world.
I feel like that's just a matter of generation, though. I feel like our generation fucked
Cooked.
up.
Cook. That's what I'm saying. When these old,
yeah.
when these
Yeah.
old,
And it's only getting
when
crazier.
this generation
Everybody in our
above
generations
ours
is trying to
dies,
get rich fast. They're not
fuck
trying to
did
work
that
them
come from?
big jobs.
it's over. No cat. I'm telling you, bro. No
See,
doctors.
I see where I
None.
see your
Doctors gonna
point
be in
on
there
that.
twerking. Bitches gonna be in there doing their own BBLs. I can see it, bro.
No, I see where you're coming from with that. Is like as many of us as there is. If something happens to us, then what? That's your. Is
that's
that?
it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
All right, I get that.
and then, like I said, it's like, say, there's, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, it ain't enough.
And you
It
can't
ain't
go
enough
off of,
niggas trying to be doctors. They're just gonna start hiring niggas.
yeah,
No
and you can't
cap.
go off of the statistics you see in
You're gonna be able
Uniontown.
to
Like,
get a
we're a
doctor to be
small
Now-
blue
now,
collar
let me-
Niggas gonna be
area.
that pay.
Let me add to that. My boss, knowing that I didn't know anything about plumbing when he hired me 2 years ago, I showed up. I laid all my cards on the table. I said, "Yo, bro, I don't know nothing about nothing when it comes to this. You could put 2 tools on this table, and I'm not gonna be able to tell you the difference in what these 2 tools could do." But I was like, I am willing to learn in order to make the money that I am being told I could make. You know what I mean?
Right.
2 years later, niggas, I got homies that call me and be like, yo, like I'm texting a homie right now. He's like, yo, bro, I got this issue going on with my sink. Can you come help me out? Like same way that you asked me the other day, you was like, yo, can you come take a look at my sink? Like that's kind of a layer
start
to my
charging them
point.
niggas.
Is like if we continue it, or at least
I'm niggas.
somebody or a couple guy, like say like there's only 6 of us. I give up, something happens to you, so you can't do it no more. There's still those 4 guys that could potentially teach others.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
Yeah,
No.
potentially. And,
No.
and this is my thing. 4 niggas can't fix.
I'm
8
just saying,
million
like, I'm
toilets.
just saying, like, on a small scale. That's what
And-
I'm referring
and
to.
okay,
Like, if
so
it was the 4 of us.
This will back you up, Cam. So you can't go off of statistics in Uniontown because,
Yeah, I'm not going off statistics.
but
in
I'm
Uniontown.
just saying, like, in the sense of this is a very blue collar small
Yeah.
town.
No, I know.
So for
yeah.
every 10 Union towns that you can think of, where yes, majority is doing normal
there's
shit.
a Los Angeles.
that, exactly.
or a
For every
fucking
10 Union towns,
New
there's a
York.
New York.
Yeah.
For every 10 Union towns, there's an LA. And that's being generous. It's probably for every
Yeah.
20
And you gotta
Union
think
towns, there's a
there's
New
50
York.
states with there's 50 states that all have a central hub of influence. You know what I mean? Where it's a major city.
Even Pittsburgh,
Where,
there's 3 to 5 Union towns in Pittsburgh.
even then, to Cam's point, me and him both just mutually established, like, yo, you don't want to be a painter forever. I don't want to be a plumber forever.
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
Niggas
yeah.
is gonna be like,
The newer
see
generation.
oh,
both
what do you
sides
mean
of
I
it.
gotta save this nigga's life again today,
Nah, I
bro? I
see it.
don't want to, bro. I'm tired of this shit,
Yeah.
bro. My bitch broke up with me this morning.
The newer
I don't want to
generation
do this shit today.
seeing how easy it is to make money not working.
And it,
You know what I mean? Whether it
Yeah,
be
that's what I
the
said.
thing
and
that
it's
fucks
not
me up.
just being like a YouTuber or something like that. Like the new
everything.
means of scamming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking YouTubing,
Drugs.
collecting cards and
Stocks,
selling
everything,
cards, like whatnot. You
Yeah.
mean
There's so
just
many
whatnot,
ways to
the
get
app
rich
alone
now
has
that niggas
created
don't
so
want to
much
work them
money.
jobs.
Yeah, so now the normal jobs aren't very
appealing.
existent.
Like, yeah.
And that's looking at like a large city. The only reason
People-
why a lot of us would think that like, oh yeah, there's still a lot of coal miners, there's still a lot of this and that, is because we live in rural Uniontown, Fayette County. Like
People-
we're in a
Yeah.
this whole town was built off of coal mining. So obviously the people
Yeah.
around here are still very blue collar and stuck in their old ways. But you go to Pittsburgh, you're going to be hard pressed to see somebody, unless they're working a corporate job, you're going to be hard pressed to see somebody wearing a fucking suit or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're all just, oh yeah, I fucking sometimes work at this skate shop, sometimes I fucking Uber, sometimes I decide to collect cans and take them into recycling. Like, motherfuckers just do whatever in the bigger cities. So let's say out of 10,000 people in Uniontown, 70% of them, would be 7,000 people, are blue collar people. Well, in Pittsburgh, there's probably 100,000 people. And even 7,000 blue collar workers in that means fucking nothing.
That's a fact.
That's one
You know
company.
what I mean?
Low
So,
key.
yeah.
maybe
Ain't
two.
enough niggas.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like
There
that's
ain't
like
enough
maybe
niggas
one,
to
maybe
go
two
around.
major companies.
So like now look at something like Los Angeles, or I mean like not even just Los Angeles, California as a whole, because you can go all the way from L.A., Hollywood, like you know what I mean. They're all everywhere going down the Bay Area. Like the only thing that you're gonna get in that part that would be rural
It's
is
either
there
like
gonna be weed growers or something like
either,
that.
Yeah, it's either agriculture or like white collar tech, like tech industries.
And even in the states that you would think don't have that shit, you'd be like, oh well, you know, go to fucking
And that's due to It's also due to a part of modernization.
Kansas. I think it's Kansas, or maybe it's Oklahoma. I think it might be in Oklahoma. It's like you have Silicon Valley and shit. Like you could be in a fucking straight up desert state. The whole state's pretty much desert, and it's like, oh, but there's still like this one big fucking area that's
like
just
I said,
dedicated
like in every
to nerds
state,
doing nerd shit.
Yeah, like I said, in every single state, there's a central hub where all the people that kind of like have garnered a little bit of influence, or even might even establish.
Las
wanna,
Vegas
like,
is in the
establish
fucking
a little
desert.
bit of influence. Exactly.
Like, have you ever seen
Exactly.
the edge of Las Vegas, bro?
Yeah.
Literally, as soon as the house is in, it's just desert.
Yeah,
bro.
Bro, think
It's
about
literally
it.
just
Think about
desert.
it. Have you ever seen any other part of Nevada except Las Vegas?
Hell no.
Have you ever like looked at a picture of any other town in Nevada? Name another town in Nevada
You
except
know how
Las
big
Vegas.
of a pain in the ass it had
Don't
to
ask
have
me.
been
Besides,
to get,
like,
a
and-
sewage system set up there? Like, for motherfuckers in Vegas to have running water, can you imagine the headache that was to start? Like,
Real
they
shit.
literally just was driving through the desert one day and was like,
We're gonna put water.
all
in.
right, this seems far enough away from fuck everybody else.
Now let's
We're
build
putting
a
the
big
town
ass
right
casino.
It's the same thing for like those rural cities in like central U.S. where it's
Yeah,
like,
but at least out there, like
Like, yo,
you could tap into
middle
like
of the
natural.
forest.
Yeah, but you could tap into natural springs.
even
You
then,
can
the
find
landscape-
wells, shit like that, bro. You're out in the desert.
Even then,
there's
think
no
about it-
way the first 3 generations building that city didn't die of a heat
think
exhaustion.
about it like
Yeah.
say,
You know, like people are just out there fucking slaving and sweating, just dying.
Now
because,
think about this.
There's no water.
Think about this. We go up to the summit. Say we're on the roof of the Summit Inn, like basically the tallest point of this area. You know what I mean?
We take you to the fucking tallest area.
Like, but I'm just saying, like,
Where
like
that
one of the,
lady
like I'm
lives.
saying, like essentially, it's an area where we have an overlook
See
of
the
the.
fucking curvature of the earth up there.
Well, I'm saying like you can see the almost the entirety of Uniontown from up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you just wipe Uniontown away from that. It's just all trees, all rock, all mountain valleys, creeks, whatever. Imagine the amount of fucking landscaping and just sheer like labor it took. Like, yeah, they have running water, but like think about like the weather. Think about like it stays hot out there in the desert, like except at
Hold on.
night when
All
it
right.
gets
We
cold.
created
I'm gonna-
too many distractions for ourselves, bro. Because I
Hold on.
promise, bro, if we didn't have all this shit, you know how developed we would be when back then we was
As
doing shit
humans,
like
Yeah,
that.
but now check
As
this
humans.
out. All right, so with motherfuckers building towns and shit like in the mountains and stuff like that, aside from rubble cleanup, which is like fairly, it's labor intensive, yes, but
Tree
it's
removal,
fairly
stump removal,
okay. But
ground clearing.
you know how people handle it's a lot easier to remove things than it is to add things. Like adding a town in a desert that has no water is rough. If we're working on a mountain, bro, I'm dynamiting the fuck out of this whole hill.
Real
It's
shit,
all
bro.
getting
That is
blown
what they
out,
used to do.
trees and all, and then we're just gonna pull all that out.
Now, like,
And grade
I'm
it.
saying prior to like their discovery of like, yo, we can just blow all this shit the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
People weren't building towns in the mountains; they were finding the flat spots in the mountains.
but even then, that still goes into the aspect of like you have to clear all the trees in that area. You have to clear all like the tall grass
Yeah,
and
but
whatever
that
it may
shit's
be,
just
like the
labor
foliage.
intense.
You don't care about Abraham Lincoln's life though.
But
There you go.
my point is that shit.
You
is just
should
labor
care about
intensive.
Abraham
For
as a
why, though?
nigga. You should care
The
about
only reason why
Abraham
he
Lincoln's
freed
life.
slaves was because he wanted to send them back to Africa.
Hey, brother.
What you're speaking on 100% took more backbone hard work because it's labor
There
intensive.
were better conditions. It was just more labor.
Yes, more labor, and it was more labor on just
And I wouldn't even necessarily say better conditions, because I'd rather be sweltering fucking hot than freezing fucking cold and be like, man,
Yeah, but I'd rather
I
be
can't
able
even
to
go in the house. I
Yeah,
didn't build it yet.
I'd rather be able to get running water to drink and survive than to be in a desert where like I may not.
Cactus.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
what
you
if
gotta
you
think
over-
PA don't
Yo,
get
imagine-
too cold and it don't get too hot.
Imagine how crazy and thirsty a
you
nigga had to
overwork
be.
yourself.
Yeah,
and it's
facts.
like, okay, it's 2 miles to the next town. I overworked myself today. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Imagine how crazy and delirious a nigga had to be to just cut open a cactus and just take a sip of whatever was in there.
They was fucked up and
He
hungry
was like,
because they
nigga,
was in a goddamn
he was like,
desert.
nigga,
That's
it's
the
green.
problem.
That's a vegetable.
You never hear anyone in the woods eating nothing stupid to find out something magical.
Brother, what do you mean? That's kind of how vegetables and like herbs and spices
But them
were
ain't stupid
created.
things. But them ain't stupid things.
What do you mean?
Them's things that like people knew even from like Indians and shit like that.
Man, I
Motherfuckers knew
guarantee
you
you-
could eat. No one was looking at a cactus like prickles. We eat.
Dead ass.
Imagine like I want to be like I wish I could go back in time and be around when they were discovering shit that's like common now. Like imagine the first time a nigga seen a banana. Like he's like, what the fuck is that?
Nah, coconut probably. That was probably like.
I feel like they probably just thought the coconut was a rock. We went over this. We went over this of the coconuts
Fire
on like
is-
monkeys with
fire is what
coconuts
would
and how they
fuck
got
me
them
up,
open
bro.
and shit.
Oh, oh,
That's why them cavemen be acting like that in the movies.
yeah.
He said that like he
Shot
was
fired.
around with the caveman. He's like, that's why them cavemen be acting like that, bro.
But he
They
ain't
ain't-
Nah, 'cause
wrong.
that's just how they be in like movie clips and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder when they did.
Imagine the first person to turn on a fucking light bulb in their crib.
I'd
All
go
right,
back.
this
and,
is gonna sound insane.
I'd go back in time
But
and
I
be a
think-
hater.
Just the image or the thought of this coming into my head was hilarious. Imagine like first humans. I'm talking like if the story is what they say it
Adam and Eve.
is. Yeah, if the story is what they say it is, like we're talking biblical Adam and Eve type shit. Imagine when the first human had to shit. Like, whoa. What the fuck is it? Like,
Imagine
what's
the,
going on?
Imagine the first time they
something ain't
farted.
Yeah.
Imagine the first time they farted. And they was just like, and they was like, God, hello.
What the fuck is going on in here?
Nah,
I couldn't
seen
imagine
I
bubble
seen a
guts.
video that was basically saying, cavemen couldn't talk like speak regular words because they were hunched over, and one day one caveman just stood up and was like, "Yo, like, what are y'all doing? Like, stand up." And all the rest of them niggas just got up after you, nigga, and everybody could just talk regular after that.
You know how they make the joke of like, you'll be like 3-4 years old and you'll just be like sitting there playing and randomly gain a consciousness to be like, what am, like, where am I? Like, who, do you think it was like that for cavemen? Like one day they was all just like chilling and one of them just kind of like
Nigga
wandered off. And
Bill.
was, he was like, no, like,
Bill.
yeah, like he just wandered off and was
Bill.
like, he was like, yo, what the fuck
Nigga
are we
stopped
doing?
somewhere, like-
You know what happened, bro? They turned on
said,
that
"Bro,
fire for the first
We're
time.
eating rocks.
He was like, bro, he's like, I just hit my cousin with a stick, bro. Like,
They turned on that fire, and that nigga literally just said, fire. Fire.
yeah, imagine like if it was on accident. Like they just started
Like it just
talking on
flashbang
accident.
niggas.
Like it was like, imagine if like the fire like came out and it was just like, oh shit, and everybody was like,
Like, there's just certain words that when you say, bro, you just know, like, that's the only word to describe that. Like, it can't be named.
I really
nothing
do
else.
think curse words were like some of the first words to be invented. I feel like there was a lot of situations where the Neanderthals and the cavemen were like startled because they didn't understand something. So like they seen like a wild animal they never seen before and was like, fuck. Like,
Nah, I'm gonna say probably onomatopoeias would be the first set of words.
well, yeah,
Like,
onomatopoeias.
ouch.
Curse words are essentially onomatopoeias at this point.
Yeah, but that's nowadays. You know what I mean?
I feel like that was universal. I feel like we definitely could have seen like Abe Lincoln stub his toe and was like, God damn it. Like,
Real shit.
He
though.
wouldn't have said that. He would have said, "Well,
It would either
I
be
don't know
that
what
or
the fuck
like
you say.
fucking
I
greetings.
thought you were about to say the N word. That's what I thought you were about to say, Cam.
Y'all are just on a bash Abe Lincoln spree.
I don't know why.
Fuck Abe Lincoln.
I wasn't even really saying fuck them. I was just saying like, cause bro was talking about like all the hard work them niggas had to do to cut down trees. Like niggas is really building Lincoln log houses. Nah,
Yeah.
like we ain't fuck that shit, man.
I mean,
I don't care what them niggas had to go through. I ain't even got to build my house.
Yeah, imagine having to dig a shit ton of holes in the desert to run piping for water.
I wouldn't do it. They have
You
to threaten
know.
my life, and still they probably just have to
What?
kill me. I'm not doing that.
They
That's
gotta
like
take-
you know what
they gotta-
another
they
was
gotta-
fucked.
they gotta
Another
take
fucked
my
up
life for
job.
me to
Real
survive.
shit. I'm not doing
Here's
that.
another part of
You're in
fucked
the
up
middle of the
American
desert
history.
just digging, not
I'ma just
knowing
move
what
in
the
with
fuck
somebody.
you're digging for. Building
We
like,
had brought.
If I was back in the day, I'll either steal somebody's crib, like I'll either go in there and be like, get out. Like I'll wait till they finish it and go in there and be like, get out.
Bro, we had brought a bunch of Chinese
Yo.
over to build the fucking railroads.
What?
So we had brought a bunch of Chinese over to build the railroads back in the day.
I ain't know that.
Yeah. Like we was just out
fuck.
here fucking everybody over.
real shit.
And we was like, we're looking at China like, you guys want to
Hold
come
on,
over?
not we.
What?
Not we, nigga.
I meant as the country.
No,
Nah,
I
I'm
wasn't
not part
around.
of that part of the country.
I wasn't around for that.
I ain't have no rights at that part. That don't got nothing to do with me.
You weren't even born.
Real
That don't
shit.
count.
That
Don't
don't got
count.
nothing to do with
We don't get grandfathered into that. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
Like, we,
No, y'all definitely have. We're
No,
talking
no.
Wild West.
yo,
Yes.
he's really
But
trying to guilt trip us.
No,
into
no,
it.
not at all. I'm
Like,
just saying
yo,
factually.
The Industrial Revolution was y'all's fault. Yeah.
No, I was saying that y'all had rights back
It
then.
was
That
y'all's
the
fault.
Wild
Y'all came
West
with-
era.
But even then, I'm saying it don't matter. We weren't there. Like,
I wasn't saying yuns as people.
I
I was
wasn't-
saying as the country. See, this always fucking turns into some like I did some shit.
no, I'm trolling, bro. But all I'm saying is, I wasn't next to Sung Young Kim, laying
Didn't
them.
say y'all were.
He said Sung Young Kim.
I didn't say that at all.
Fucking idiot, man. What the fuck is wrong
Yeah.
with this nigga?
No.
I wasn't next to Sung Young Kim.
Just because you brought up the Industrial Revolution. and-
You brought up
brought
the
that
Industrial
shit up.
I
Revolution.
don't know. I'm
What
fried,
the
bro.
fuck?
I'm fried.
You brought
I'm
I
fried.
forgot
that
who
shit up,
even
man.
did.
I'm fried. I don't give
This
a fuck who
conversation
did.
might
I
be
was just
long.
using it as like a segue into a new
This
conversation.
nigga tried to use a bridge.
We over here getting high, fucking
Talking
starting
about
a
the
history
Industrial
channel.
Revolution.
Starting a history
Yo, bro,
channel.
because
Don't
history.
care about that shit.
No,
man.
history's fun as fuck. Cause
Let's
and
talk
we
about
live
the
in a
future.
we
Nah,
live
I'm
in a
not gonna
state.
lie. That was definitely my favorite.
Yeah,
class,
and we
bro.
live in a state that's like an essential part of America's history. Like
my
My
favorite
favorite
class
part of
was-
history was the wars,
You know what
bro.
my favorite class
Lunch.
was? Guess.
lunch.
Lunch is crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
You niggas are hoes. Like y'all think I'm an idiot?
No, but like that's just like a fun class, bro.
What'd you say?
Gym. Like I
I
used to
feel
love
like
gym.
I feel like you was one of them niggas where like,
Bro, I'm a mathematician, bro.
nah, fuck math. I'd have never guessed
No
math
funny,
because
I'm
I
a
don't fuck with math.
mathematician, bro.
I stopped fucking with math after they started adding shapes.
I'm a
That shit was
mathematician,
fucking me
bro.
up. That shit was fucking me up.
He said when they started adding
Geometry?
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, like what? Like when he was like, nah,
I never made it to trig though.
nah,
Trigonometry.
trig,
Never
nah.
made it.
I took trigonometry and I passed that shit. I don't know how the fuck I passed that shit, but I did.
You was in Maryland.
Hell yeah.
I think I made it to algebra 2, and then I was like, all right, whatever. I'm done trying. This shit's hard. What do you mean 4 equals y?
Y equals mx plus b squared, nigga.
Well, yeah, that's a mathematical equation for somebody. It's the Pythagorean theorem, ain't it?
I don't fucking know what it's called.
Yeah.
Niggas taught me geometry before they even taught me algebra, bro. That's really what fucked me up probably. I don't know why they did that. They should have did that the opposite.
I don't know. I'd never paid attention in math class. It was the first class I had of the day, so I was just like, I'm going to sleep.
I've always been really good with math.
We did have a class where they taught you how to do your taxes.
Yeah, I think it was called something in development. Like that's what it was called in our class,
Yeah, we did
where they taught
have
us how to
that.
like make resumes, like do shit like
Yeah.
that, like
Yeah, they ain't teach us
personal
that down in
development. I
Maryland.
think
We
like,
had-
that's what it was called.
We had one for resumes, but it wasn't like a whole class. It was just like a segment that class had.
In Maryland, they just give you an entrepreneur class. I had to take that, John.
Nah, it was personal. They taught us how to do like spreadsheets. They taught us how to do like fucking resumes, how to write like taxes and shit like that.
Nah, they just taught me how to build a fucking company. And I forget all that shit.
This nigga, man.
That's terrible.
Bro, because the class wasn't even really, like, teaching. Like, we was damn near just building a company. Like, he wasn't teaching us how to start the company, how to get the funding for it, none of that. Like, we was just building our own fucking company.
Building this company for it.
Real shit. We was damn near just pitching him ideas.
Child labor.
He's somewhere selling pencils right now.
Yo,
Bro,
this nigga had child labor.
He was the first Amazon dropshipper.
I guarantee you, after y'all like
Some
left his
pencils.
class, he went to a different school and had them do something else for him. Like,
bro was just,
he's like,
we
all right,
was
I got
just
this
pitching
pencil
ideas,
company.
bro.
Let's get this paper
And literally, our final fucking exam
Have
was
it done
that.
by Friday.
We had to give him like a 60-second like elevator pitch for our final.
I remember I had to
What'd you
do
say?
it.
What'd you say?
I don't remember what I said, but I can tell you what company I was going to start. I was going to start like a big ass, like, it was going to be like GameStop, but Walmart.
What?
Yeah, you lost me.
Yeah. Your
And
business
bro,
went so
anything
quick.
gaming, bro, would have just been in there.
Nigga, you mean Best Buy? like,
Yeah, that's
I
too
guess.
much space for pure gaming equipment. Walmart size store. It's too
bro,
much space.
it's
bro.
Best Buy. Like that's what Best Buy is. It's GameStop, but Walmart. Like,
I never even been in Best Buy.
you go in the one
What
and
was
be
the
like,
name gonna be?
Huh?
What was the name of the company?
I
Buy
forget,
Best.
I'm not gonna lie.
Your Best Buy.
Video Game Depot.
Game Mart.
real shit.
And then we'll make ones that are a little bit bigger and call them Super Game Mart.
All right, man. Took that shit like freshman year. Like,
But we have to add in console repair for it to be a Super Game Mart, just like how a Super Walmart just has the car shit.
can't fuck with niggas. Niggas just shit on my business idea. When
Now
I was
you know
like,
how I feel.
when I was like 16.
I get shit talked every time we do this podcast, so
There's an elephant in the room, man.
Nigga 16 years
Yeah.
old. I'm supposed to be fucking Jeff Bezos or something. Niggas up here shitting on my idea. Fuck y'all.
Nah, this shit was crazy though. I can't lie.
Y'all niggas is crazy. I'm defending my 16-year-old self. That was a good idea.
did you pass this to me?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
You passed it over
Yeah.
this way. Okay. Just making sure.
I'm hot up.
Yeah, my cousin hit that. He's trying to get fried. He said,
That's why
That
my
nigga
blunts
was
always
Superman
come back
and-
running.
No, it's pitch fucking flat at the
I
back
ain't gonna lie,
end
my
of it.
nigga Ashton got heavy fingers. Good cat.
This nigga,
Good cat. One thing he's gonna do is strangle the blunt.
Heavy finger.
I barely be holding it, bro.
Heavy fingers.
Bro, if you barely be holding it and you just steamroll
He the
these
type of nigga, he the type of nigga that accidentally press buttons on the controller. Okay.
Don't do that.
Nah, don't get on no PC then.
He already was.
No, I don't. Then you was probably double pressing buttons all over the fucking place.
Nah,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Heavy fingers.
I used to play on
This nigga got
this
torpedo
nigga's
fingers.
PC down in Maryland.
What?
And the only joint I ever played on a PC, bro, like an actual game, bro, it was on like Roblox. It was like Call of Duty Roblox, bro.
Yeah, you're too old to be playing Roblox, bro.
Nigga, I was young as shit.
All right, I was just making sure.
I
thought you
was
said
in
now.
high school.
You was in high school
you were
playing Roblox.
17.
Yeah, bro, you was in high school playing Roblox, bro.
Not like
I'd have been all right with like I'd have been on like Pop Tropica, Cool Math, like.
nah, little bro was
Like
already
I'd have
playing
been all
it. I'm
right
like,
with
I wanna
that
see if
before
I
I'd
can
have been
get
all right with
reckless.
Roblox, bro. Like I'm glad you're hip though. I'm glad you're hip
Pop
though,
tropic
kid.
ass nigga.
I'm glad you're hip though, Cam. What you know about Pop Tropica, nigga?
I know nothing.
Nigga, I played Pop.
I was talking to Jesse.
I was 6th grade.
I was
Yeah,
talking
I
to
don't even
Jesse.
know what the fuck that is.
But yeah, me too.
Last
nigga.
I heard,
Nah, that's
iPhones
cool,
go
dude.
for all kinds of crazy money if Flappy Birds is installed.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas wasn't playing cool math games in elementary school.
What do you
Play
mean?
Flappy Bird on
What do you-
Snapchat.
what?
Okay.
Like I said, that's the last time that I knew much of anything about phone games like
There was
that.
something else that was just doing that. It was TikTok, but and then it didn't matter. I damn near sold my phone, but I was like, yo, I know they're gonna bring it back.
Yeah. I ain't delete that shit. I don't know why niggas would
I didn't
uninstall
either.
it.
Yeah, I was like, why would you like?
I don't uninstall shit. I still got the Music app too. If you uninstall that bitch, you can't get it no more. Still got the Music app.
My phone just be deleting my apps. I think I got a setting on where I don't,
Shit
if
got
I don't
mine
use
every
that
time.
joint for a
So
certain
after
amount of
round
time, it just
two-
deletes.
I need that.
think.
I
Boy, I
need
still
that.
been disgusted, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get to the crib.
Yeah,
Right,
I think I might give it the 0.5. I think this is a smooth
Yeah.
14.5.
Yeah, I'm hit.
Hell yeah.
This is
I'm
one of the
hit.
rare
Come on, dog. You're late. You're late.
You're late as hell, cuz.
Marls.
And if you ain't got the sauce, you're lost, nigga.
We'll see you tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah, this is one of the few weeds that's like,
Few weeds.
yeah, that it smells good and tastes good, but it smells and tastes like it tastes
Good?
the way it smells.
Hey, it tastes good and it smells good, but it smells and tastes so good.
No, like it tastes the way it smells.
I was really hoping
Type
that's what he
shit,
was
yeah.
gonna
You know
say.
what I mean? Sometimes you'll smell weed and it's like, oh hell yeah, and then you smoke and it's like I don't. It
Yeah, it's
might
like,
still
ew.
taste good, but it don't taste the way it
Yeah,
smells.
type shit. We ain't gonna glaze these boys though, you mean? That was some good gas.
Yeah, the next one got to be a 15.
Real shit.
We're giving y'all room to improve. So show us the truth.
I'm high.
Shit.
All right, well, guess that's wrapping it up. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Marley's State of Mind, 100th episode. I almost said 100th anniversary.
Almost did Marley bad.
Yeah, right. That's craziness. We having it at Daily Bread in
100th
Pittsburgh.
anniversary, you old nigga.
We're gonna have Franchise back on. He was episode 1, so now we're gonna have him on for episode 100.
That's cool as hell.
Hell
Yeah, so we'll
nigga.
catch y'all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Later.
Later.
Fuck
Later,
y'all niggas,
dudes.
man.